Merry Christmas! Today I'm showing you how to make a gingerbread cake. This one is actually kind of pretty and might impress someone other than your child like all the rest of my stuff. It's topped with sugared cranberries and pine cones and pine branches and all that kind of naturey stuff. It's like an earth cake. Earth cake! So here's what you'll need. 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon each of baking powder and baking soda, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1½ teaspoons of ground cinnamon, and ½ teaspoon of ground cloves, 1 cup of molasses, 1 cup of water, 2 eggs, 2 sticks of butter, and about 4 cups of cream cheese frosting. And if you don't feel like making it from scratch, you can use a boxed gingerbread cake mix. Probably find it at the Piggly Wiggly. I go to Shaw's. Start by whisking your flour, ginger, cinnamon, baking powder, and baking soda. Don't make the whisk though, because then you'll end up burning a floppy whisk. Or maybe a compact whisk, since it'll be so squished in there. Mannequin challenge! Ow, I think that might be an egg. Stop the tape! Stop the tape! And take your 2 sticks of butter and put them in a separate bowl. Boil your 1 cup of water and pour that on top of the butter and whisk it until it's melted. Then we're going to mix that with the eggs, the molasses, and the brown sugar. Molasses gets sticky, so make sure you have some hand sanitizer nearby, because it will help with that. Then add to that your dry ingredients and whisk that together. And just make sure you only whisk it until it's just combined. You don't want to overmix. If you have 3 of them, take 3 6-inch pans and grease them really well. If you don't have 3, you can just bake it one at a time. I also cut out some parchment paper circles that fit perfectly at the bottom of the pan because it helps the cake come out. And you just stick these right on top of the greased surface. Divide the batter amongst your 3 pans. Then bake them at 350 for about 25 minutes. You're actually going to have to change that to 40 minutes because mine just took 40 minutes to cook, so I really miscalculated that. Once they're nice and cool, take them out of their pans, and then you're going to level off the tops and slice the cakes in half. Then take 2 of your layers and cut ½ an inch off the edge all the way around, and I'll tell you why we're doing this later. Start by adding a little bit of frosting to the bottom of your cake board so that it has something to stick to. And then to stack your layers, you want to start with a normal size layer for the bottom. Then put a nice layer of frosting on top, and then add one of the smaller layers and cover that with icing completely. This is going to give the illusion of a really thick frosting layer without the cake falling apart on you. Then you're going to add another normal size on top, frost the top, add the smaller layer, frost that again, and then finish it with the normal size layer on top. You also want to make sure you frost the top surface of your very top layer so that you have something for your decorations to stick to for that earth cake. Then using a spatula or a bench scraper, you're going to smooth out your sides and the top. Once the look is good enough for you, then we decorate. I have a lot of cranberries because you can't forget them, you just can't. I'm going to create a little dam for them so that they don't fall off the edges. And some little pine branches. Don't get too particular with this, it really does not have to be perfect. And then I'm going to finish with this little pine cone. And that's it! Now keep in mind that the cranberries are the only edible thing. Definitely don't eat the pine cones, said the sloth. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you all liked it. And I hope it's a good addition to your Christmas parties. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.